You don't start crying on me now. Come on.
I won't.
Let's not get too soppy.
Anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I know you have a lot to do. I really appreciate your offer to visit Cassiopeia. Hopefully, it'll bring me the closure that I've needed for far too long.
Okay, now listen. I'm always going to be the type of person who... How to put this? How do I put this? You're going to start to expect backhanded compliments from me. Okay? Backhanded compliments. I will praise you, but then I'll have to make light of the situation to make myself comfortable. Okay? And if you need a good laugh, I can always take my clothes off. Do I want to convince that man to stop paying? Will that help him? Or should I go and see if I can talk to the security guard leader thing person? It. Okie dokie.
It was a pleasant change of scenery.
Yes. Right. Yes. So we've got to do that for Sarah. I believe some of the other boys and girls wish to speak to me. Have you seen... Oh, you want some space. Okay, that's fine with me. Fine with me. Oh, woo. Who's in here? Anybody? No, they must be upstairs. Anybody? No, no one's hiding behind the door. I say that like it's common, but I have had them sneak up on me a few times. Right, boys and girls. Oh, there you are, Barrett. I believe you wanted to speak to me about something, did you not?
What's on your mind? So, you gotta fill me in on what happened at the temple.
Oh.
What happened? What did you see?
You've never found... it truly is a temple, a religious experience. It doesn't have to be a religious experience. It could be more of a spiritual one. Or a scientific one. Well, what's the difference between spirituality and religion? Well, religion's organised. And it tells you that you have to believe what you're told to believe. You're not allowed to go and try and speak to God yourself. You've just got to believe what God's messengers tell you. Yeah, there's a difference. Organised religion don't want you trying to talk to God again, because if you talk to God, he might tell you something that, I'm using he, but he might tell you something that contradicts what they've told you. I'm telling you. Anyway, yeah, basically organised religions don't like you asking God for more details, because he might contradict what they say, and then their bullshit gets called out. So that's the difference between spirituality and religion. Anyway, it was unlike anything else I've ever experienced. I got sucked into the middle of the gravitational anomaly and then lost my ability to talk, but gained the ability to freeze time.
Sounds like we need more data to me. Then what happened? I heard you did some stuff and then you changed.
Yeah, I'm awesome now. Yeah. Well, I'm still me. I'm just different. I have the ability to affect gravity.
By different, you mean you have magical superpowers?
Yes.
Sure, different is technically appropriate as a descriptor, but it wouldn't be my first choice. You encountered advanced technology that altered your biology in a way that results in... In what? Superpowers?
I have been calling it power, but maybe it's more of a medical condition. The other thing is how do I know it's altered my biology? It might have just unlocked it. There's no guarantee these things were built by aliens. They could have been built by humans before we got wiped out by the comet fraction, the comets 13,000 years ago. We might have been more advanced. You know, all the mythology about Towers of Babel, where everyone spoke the same language and were dead advanced. Things like Atlantis myths. I mean, we're finding things that suggest those myths might be right. They also might just be stories. But hey, who says it's aliens? Could just be I'm unlocking
Need a
parts
moment?
of my... Yes, I'm trying to finish. I might just be unlocking more of my human abilities that we'd already discovered in the past. I'm reawakening my psychic abilities, things that were made taboo during the Dark Ages. Who knows?
Interesting. Maybe we should get someone to check you out, just in case.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for filling me in on the temple and your power.
Yeah.
I wonder if we can find any more traces of whoever built them. It just opens up a world of questions. It's so exciting.
True. And I think I will... Oh! I think I will embarrass myself.
Exploring the galaxy is hard work. Trust me, I know. But stop by sometime and let's talk. Just us adventurers.
Nope.
Okay?
Right. Oh, for the... I'm breaking things. Put me bloody backpack into stealth mode again. Right. I've got to get used to this. Right, Barrett.
I've been thinking a lot about my early days in Constellation lately.
Yes.
Got me pretty nostalgic, and I started digging in some old things. Just sort of reminiscing.
Okay.
I found some of Irvin's last messages to me and thought I'd listen to them again to hear his voice.
Ooh. Are these previously unread?
No, I apparently read at least a few of these. I just don't remember. It was a
Okay.
difficult time.
I hope it was comforting. I don't want it to be depressing.
It was surreal, honestly. So, most of the messages were everyday things. Lots of excitedly written news about biodiversity and plant life.
Okay.
But one thing stood out. In one of his messages, he mentioned this job that he took at a mine shortly before he died. He said something terrible was happening there. But the message was garbled after that.
Are you serious? No, I'm not. No, he's allowed to be worried about something that happened to his husband 20 years ago. Interstellar communication isn't always reliable, though. So, are you sure it wasn't just that?
True, but this was different. I recognized this pattern from the war. A portion of the message was encrypted.
Right.
Well, Vasco helped me decipher it.
Oh,
Turns
good
out
lad.
the message was from Irvin, and he was begging me to help him. The message was short, but his voice was pained. He was so upset.
That's... Was he injured?
No, he was frustrated and angry. He said they were going to destroy his name.
I'm not sure I want to press you for the details of the message. Well, was it difficult to hear?
Yes. Hearing his voice in so much pain was very difficult. Oh, I wish I had noticed this message when he sent it. So in this message, Irvin said he was being framed. He said they'll do it again. He asked if Constellation could send more help.
Do you know who they are?
His former employers at some job he took before he died. I think it was a mining company.
Okay. And do you have any idea what the framing was?
Not exactly sure, but he mentioned a court case. So I think there's a paper trail.
Alright. And you didn't notice this message before? I'm assuming it was just a case of you were too much in grief to notice the pattern.
No, I just thought it was garbled. I just wasn't paying attention. I don't know.
Okay. We can. Well, this recording is 20 years old.
It is, but I was thinking about it and, well, it's still wrong. Right?
Yeah.
So I figured, hey, I can do some sort of a remote investigation here. See what I can find out. There's gotta be a paper trail, right? Now, I happen to have a trustworthy contact who knows a bit about law and owes me a favor.
Good.
I'd need to pay in advance in case there are any access fees or bribes.
Constellation can pay for it. 2,000 credits. What is this contact going to do for us, by the way? Because that's a lot of money.
He knows how to navigate archived and redacted legal documents, so he'll look for anything to do with Irvin on Gagarin.
Right.
If those documents are protected, he might have to pay to access them. Might need to grease some palms, too.
Well, seeing as though corruption is still rife in the future of humanity, here's 2,500 credits, mate. I mean, don't know what that is in inflation, back to my 20th century glory days, but hey, hopefully it's enough.
That works. I'll tell them to go ahead with the investigation. You know, hearing Irvin's voice again made me want to help him, even though I know I can't. Does that make any sense?
Look. Obviously this can't help him if he's dead, but do you think it'll help his memory and your memory of him?
No. I know I can't.
Okay.
I just don't want whoever hurt him to get away with it, if that's what happened.
Well, that is important to you. So, if it was upsetting him, and it's upsetting you and you're still here, it's still important.
I appreciate that. It's going to be hard to get some sleep tonight after all this. But the fact that I'm doing something about it might be enough to help.
Yeah.
Hopefully poking around in old records doesn't catch the attention of Hephaestus.
Who?
Well, anyway, I'll let you know if my contact finds anything.
Okay. Oh.
Hello.
Hi, Andresia. How you doing?
We've not yet had a moment to talk about what happened to you at that place. Temple? I am not sure what to call it. In all my time amongst the stars, I have never heard of such a thing. What do you think that place was?
Whew. Yeah, if you're looking for answers, you're asking the wrong person. All I've got is theories.
Perhaps right now there are no good answers.
Yeah.
Certainly it is too soon to speculate about who built it, but how can we not? After what you experienced, do you have any insights?
There's no way humans were responsible for that. There's no guarantee on that. Magic pixies, I didn't see a visitor centre. Maybe there are people out there we've just never met. Take wild guesses. See, my theory is that there could be humans out there from before the asteroid caused the Ice Age about 13,000 years ago. Well, no, probably more than that now, isn't it? Well, about 13,500 years ago. But look, I'm just, what's the phrase in spitballing, throwing darts into the wind, pissing against the wind. I just, you know.
There are more?
Well, there's more theories and there's more metaphors. But look, I'd love to go with the concept of humans evolved in the past, fled the planet, or got into space and they haven't come back yet, and maybe they built them. Who knows?
I suppose it is possible, but I cannot imagine anyone who could build such a thing. I am sorry. After what you have been through, I should be asking about you. Are you all right? Have you felt any side effects?
I mean, other than the fantastic new powers I have now, I'm feeling pretty much the same.
Yes, I meant apart from that.
Yes.
I am still trying to comprehend that on its own. The artifacts, that temple, this new ability you have acquired, clearly they are all connected.
Yes.
This is so much bigger than we realized.
I mean, this is what we're for, right? Constellation. This is what Constellation's for. And we've only got this far by working together in Constellation.
Yes, you are right. And if we continue to work together, perhaps we can start to explain some of this. Now we have even greater reason to press forward. To learn more about what is at work here.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever looked at the historical datapads that show the pyramids and things like Bibliotheca and all them places? We were building monuments to the stars
You have my attention.
before the Ice Age. So, I mean, were those, or just after the Ice Age, were those things from an advanced civilization? Or were they from the survivors of the advanced civilization after those meteors hit the Earth? Who knows? I mean, the Sphinx is supposed to be a lion, and it points at Leo. Or it did when it was built. And they changed the head in Aries, and Aries is supposed to be representing the head in pagan astronomical and astrological beliefs, I think. You have to have an ecliptic belief system. You have to get bits of information from everywhere. If you only believe one system, you only get half the message, or a tenth of it. You have to read what the Mayans believed, what the Aztecs believed, what the Catholics believed, what the Jews believed, what the Muslims believed, what the pagans believed, what the astrologers believed, what the astronomers believed, what the scientists believed, and then you try and make a pattern out of all of it. It's got your knowledge has got to be ecliptic like that. If you stick to just one viewpoint, you're going to miss out. Try and find the pattern between all of them. It's like all the different cultures that have all got a flood myth. Honestly. Right. I wonder where those cultures went. Surely the hunter-gatherer tribes, we saved them and we put them on their own planet so they could continue to be their own hunter-gatherer tribes. I'd hope so. I hope they're not just dumped on that mud ball of Earth and suffocated when the atmosphere disappeared. Hey Walter, how you doing?
Let's talk more back at the lodge.
Right, okay.
Until next time.
You want to think, do you? Okay. So is this the companionway, or is that the companionway? No, there's a companionway here. Walter, I've got a theory, and I might be doing more mods on the ship. I know you're going to be annoyed, but at least I'll be buying yours. Well, I won't be buying any more, I'll be just rearranging them. See, my theory is... See, that's a companionway, but it doesn't have a door in the back, does it? See, I'm wondering if I put this at the back and the captain's quarters there, will that let me in? Will that let... What is that? Oh, it's the thunderstorms, isn't it? Vasco, have you not found a place to go yet? Are you just going to park yourself in the middle of the bridge? I thought you were going to stay in the cargo hold, my friend. Alright, whatever. See, I'm wondering what happens if I bump into things. I'm going to break them. That's what happens. What happens if I put this at the back and my captain's quarters here? I'm thinking that would mean that would mean that the ladders would go all the way up, but then everyone would walk through my captain quarters. And that just feels a bit wrong. I'm just... See, what I might have to do, and what I'm thinking, is I might separate the two living areas. Have a living area here with my captain quarters there, so you can walk out my captain's quarters into the living area, and then put a living area here behind the bridge, so that whoever, that might be a better idea, so that whichever crew are working on the bridge, if we get attacked or anything, when there's only the pilot in, they can jump straight out of bed and run across. They don't have to try climbing ladders while the ship's getting hit by missiles and lasers. Oh, that noise is getting annoying. I'm going to go fix the ship. I say fix the ship. I'm going to go and alter the layout of the ship again, guys. It's still going to be the Frontier 2.5. I'm not changing anything on it, really. Or the Frontier Mark II. All I'm really doing is changing the layout. So this shouldn't take that long, to be fair.
Tom.
Hey, Vasco. Yes, find somewhere else to go inside the ship. Hello there.
Anything I can help you with?
Yeah, you're going to help me rearrange some parts on the ships. My friends are going to go into town while we do this. Sarah? Yeah, my friends are going to go into town, have a beer or something. You can get your crane and reassemble my ship parts in a different order, please.
You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple landings. They'll cause plenty of havoc if left unchecked.
No. You can inspect my ship for heat leeches because you're going to rearrange the parts now.
Sure, have at it.
Right. So that is my theory, and it's what I'm going with.
Something you might be interested in.
Did you?
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
Do you have anything interesting for me, Sarah?
I certainly do. It's all yours.
Thank you. Lubricant. Okay. I wasn't sure you was into that sort of thing.
Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go.
Yes, okay. I'm just checking the new setup. I hope this has worked. Okay.
What did you need?
I need to hope to... Please tell me, why has it not done it? No, it's not. It's not. See, is that one? Yep, there it is. Then my captain's quarters at the front of the ship. Well, it's better than nothing, I suppose. Is it because I'm using separate parts? I bet it is. See, here's the Stroud one. Then the bridge. Hey, Vasco. And then the cockpit. So we've got the bridge and the cockpit upstairs. The Stroud one, and then downstairs. See, maybe it is safer to have separate ladders. I don't know. See, I had a massive ladder in the last version of the glass cannon, didn't I? But now I don't. Interesting. I'll have to figure that out. I think it's because I'm using separate parts. Anyway, Barrett. Actually, Andresia, you can come with me.
Did you need something?
Do you want to head out?
You appear to be rather preoccupied at the moment.
Oh.
Perhaps when you are done with your current endeavor.
Oh. Sarah doesn't want to leave until we've dealt with the Admiral. Yeah, I was going to let her stew for a bit and let her just think a way to herself, but apparently she wants to deal with it. Okay. Well, the Seaghurst is okay for a few more months. He's been surviving like that for years, so we'll head off and deal with... we'll head off and deal with... I need to change my clothes. We will head off and deal with Sarah's problem. I can always come back and try and help the little shop union at a later date. I was going to let her sit in the ship thinking and not having to worry about other things like mission performance. But if she's going to be distracted the whole time, we best go and deal with it. So, yeah, it looks like we're taking a break from Constellation business to deal with Constellation's leader's business. Is everybody ready? Has everybody come back from the bar yet? Well, I'm going to message them and get flying.
Ship's ready. Pick a stone. Any stone.
achieving orbit now.
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for less. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Who the hell are you?
That's not any type of ship I recognize.
Yeah. Identify yourself before you start threatening.
Do not know says much. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
Starborn.
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Walter, don't piss off the aliens.
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for knowledge or drown in it.
Call yourself whatever you want, you're just thieves. Have you been observing humans for long?
We are growing impatient. Cease your attempts to stall for time.
No.
But you speak our language.
We know everything about you. That is why your kind cannot have the artifact.
I think they're humans. Come on. Admit it. You're humans. You left Earth before the last ice age. Before the apocalypse of that comet.
The more you understand, the more damage you will do.
Is it bad that I'm throwing out theories?
Be dangerous.
Our distance from you is the whole point. We interfere now because we must.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. Energy output from that ship is far above the normal range. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance.
Oh. I'm not fighting them. If they are aliens, they're more advanced than us. If they are humans that left the planet more than 20,000 years ago, say, they're more advanced than us. So yeah, let's get out of here.
Through this. Hold on.
Where are we jumping to? Because that helps too, if we know where we're going to run. I say we just leg it straight back to New Atlantis because, well, there's a fleet of United Colonies ships and they're only one ship, so even if they're more advanced than us, they still can't fight everybody. Surely to God. 10,000 ants against one human might, you know, the ants could still win that. Did you get me? Let's go. Jump!
Must have been a good job.
United Colonies space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Oh, don't worry.
Need to regroup. The lodge
Scanning complete.
Tell Noel to
Enjoy
analyze
your
the
stay
data off
in
the ship's
Atlantis.
sensors. Everyone's going to want to weigh in on this.
I just about heard you then. Okay. Where's the lodge? There, yeah. Planet map. Let's get ourselves landed. Woo. Well, hey. Extra zoom. I'm going to build a base right nearby. Let's get to New Atlantis.
So, were you eating at the Sage Brook, or is it just a quick snap from the Terra Brew?
It's a quick trip to the toilet because, let's face it, I was not convinced we could have won that fight. I know I've armed this thing to the teeth, but I've armed this thing to the teeth against humans against everybody who's our contemporaries. If they're aliens or humans that left the planet more than 20,000 years ago and had 100,000 years of advancement on top of us, we could be screwed. I know I'm spitballing, but I like my old mythology, alright? I like the old mythology. Pyramids. Yeah? Stone circles that we haven't got the technology to build now. Yeah? I'm just going to go to the toilet.
Greetings, Captain.
Greetings, Vasco.